Test, test. I bet you can hear me now. I didn't have a microphone set up as a source. Can you hear me? What I was trying to say is that it's probably not the kind of the drumming you might have been thinking. You might have been thinking like drum set, and that's something else I can do. Is just not here right now. That my drum set's downstairs. I'm more of a marching percussionist. Because I just made this source, added this source to be able to do this, because the shit that I have for my stream is totally a lot different for video games, you know? But I just wanted to know if anybody would be cool about this, if they thought this shit was all right, you know? I mean, shit, I got 3 cameras. I figured I'd use 2 of them. This is super cool. Well, I appreciate it, man. Where are you from? Do you play? Michigan, and no. Well, there's some cool shit in Michigan, that's for sure. Trumpet. I used to be a French horn player, if you can believe that. Trying to remember some of my old, or trying to remember any old exercises. I haven't played in a while. I've just been fucking around. I ain't even... Seriously, the past week is all I've been, I don't know, just trying to rebuild muscle memory, you know, like try to build my chops back up to the way they used to be, or at least close to. They will never be the way they used to be when I marched, but well, I guess they could be if I practiced enough. It's just, I don't think I have enough time to dedicate to practicing that much to get back to where I used to be as a kid, as a teenager, you know what I mean? But just put the stick to Matt. I want to love to hear notes. Well, I will try to remember some shit that I used to play. I just can't remember. It's been a minute, so forgive me if I stop and start over, because it's probably going to happen. I like that exercise right there because you can change out the inner parts, the middle part, you know. Shit, that's sucking ass right there. God damn. That was lit. Like, I have pieces known that I can play too. I just don't have it dedicated to memory anymore. So this is going to be something that I'm going to try to do more often and have more prepared stuff. This is a complete, total, just a whim. Like, I thought I would do it and see how it goes. And honestly, didn't expect anybody to even be viewing this. So it's kind of cool that you're here, you know? Shit, what was I going to do? That is so horrible. Oh my God. That she streams painting. Well, see, I think that would be more interesting than what I do, because like at least you're creating something that people can see, you know what I mean? More visual in regards to drumming or any other musical instrument. Like if somebody were playing guitar and they were playing it badly, would you keep watching the stream? Like if you're like, shit, they don't even know what the fuck they're doing. I feel like that's what would be going on right now with me. Like, people are like, he's out of practice. That's way too fast. I can't remember. I gotta find that piece of music too, man. But probably so. You say that your drum is bad, but I think it's cool. Well, I thank you. Like, just wait till I come up with something. Perfect doesn't make practice. Well, as an old band director used to say, he said, practice doesn't make perfect. He said, perfect practice makes perfect. And don't practice until you get the part right. Practice until you, don't practice until you get the part right. Practice until you don't get it. Practice until you can't play it wrong. That's what he used to say. But it's just me, just fucking around. Like, that's what I would do. If I weren't streaming right now, I would just be practicing, trying to come up, or not come up, but build my muscle memory back up. Like, having my right and left hand sound the same. Right. What's up? That's so bad. I gotta practice my basic reading. That's just a simple long roll, and I was screwing that bad up. Screwing up so bad I can't even fucking talk. What's going on, Ace or F? I don't know how you say your name, but I did see you say hey, and I hope you heard me say it back. That's just old open, closed roll. Open, closed, open. And that's I can teach you how to play that. You got some sticks and a drum pad? I don't know what KY go? What's that? Another said you played trumpet. How long did you play trumpet? I'm just curious. Kygo. 3 years while you're in high school? Alright. So you understand quarter notes, half notes, and whole notes and all that shit? Quarter note rest, 16th note rest, things of that. You know how to read rhythm, right? Like I could teach you how to play a paradiddle. Oh no, it's let's say you had a 2/4 measure of eighth note. So you got 1 and 2 and, right? Well, let's do a 4/4 measure. We'll go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So you would right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. And you would put the accent on the downbeat. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, right? It's all about sticking. Like you just got to memorize sticking patterns for the most part. So a paradiddle would be right, left, right, right, left, right, left, left. Right, left, right, right, left, right, left, right. No accents. It'd be. People are like, that's not hard, and it's not hard, but you can make it hard. Like these are one of the things that when tried out for Allstate or any other kind of drum related audition of some sort of the things that I used to have to do, it's mandatory that you're able to play slow, fast to slow. So like how you thought the simple drum roll was insane, like there's like you go. Don't screw it up. You can do it. That's cool. How old's your kid? So out of practice, man. Fuck, I can't even do that. 2-year-old. Oh, that's awesome. Thanks. Boy, girl. Miss Jambo is following. What? What up, girl? How you doing? You should get some drumsticks and a pad. I'll teach you how to play. Everybody say hey to Miss Jambo. That's my wife. Without her, I wouldn't be drumming right here, right now anyway. So I'm glad that I've got that lady in my life that helped me out. And she encourages me too, just like your little 2-year-old. She'd be like, you can do it. Shit. What's up? You're gonna have to tell me how to pronounce your name, Mr. PUBG. I don't know how to say it. I'll just call you PUBG. PUBG. I can't remember how the fucking goes. That's something I played a lot too. See, it's all about sticking. Like, there's a rudiment called 5-stroke roll, and oddly enough, there's 5 strokes in it. That's why you might have guessed it's called 5-stroke roll. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then you repeat it off the left hand. You go left, left, right, right, left. You can accent the beginning. Ah, thanks for the host, man. That's cool. Right on, dude. I should probably put an alert box up here, huh? I didn't think about that. Shit. I'm sorry, guys. I was just thinking, I honestly didn't think anybody was going to be watching this shit. I'm not even lying. Like, I was just like, I'm going to drum and turn this on and see what the fuck happens. No, my alert box works. I just don't have it for this source. Like, this is absolutely, there's nothing on here except my microphone and 2 cameras at the moment. What's an AH stream? Auto host? Ah, shit, that reminds me. I need to turn on some auto host for some other streamers that I like too. If that's what you mean. I don't know if that's what you meant. Okay. Well, I appreciate the host, man. That's very cool. I would like to have it pop up, you know, to at least give you the credit you deserve. Fuck. What else? Like, there's just so much shit that I haven't played. No worries, man. Thanks for stopping by and hanging out, and the host. Like, that's awesome. I appreciate all the nice, kind words and encouragement. That's pretty cool. Like, I honestly didn't expect to have anybody talking, so having you here was pretty fucking cool. Enjoy your family time. I understand how it is. I'm gonna be done with this in just a little while myself. I know my family would like to hang out too. So I'll just practice while I'm being recorded. And maybe some other drum corps people will show up or something. That'd be cool too, but I will say this. I haven't seen anything, and I've looked quite a few times and extensively to try and find somebody doing this. Like, anybody to play on a snare drum, or to play on a set of tenors, or to play on a bass drum, or show me some cymbal technique, or, you know, like, I do have an Instagram. It's for, well, I've got my personal Instagram, which has nothing to do with this. It has to do with my art. And then I have my gaming Instagram for BlowJambo. So to follow my Instagram for BlowJambo, it's at BlowJambo. And and maybe sometime I might have to post some stuff for why does my drum pad look like it's tilted in front of me? It looks flat, but on the screen it looks weird. It's weird, man. I don't understand what's going on. My name is Arnold. I'm just kidding. My name's not Arnold. Let's see if we can just do some good old ass fucking exercises. And I say old ass exercises because the shit the kids are playing these days is insane. Like, I don't know how the fuck they do it. Like, I really don't. It's encouraging to know that drumming, like this type of drumming, has evolved so much over the past 10, 15 years. It's amazing. And I have some friends that are involved with getting better in that regards. I don't know. I probably could learn some of the shit. It would just be ridiculous for me to try. See, there's that old. That'd be cool. I totally went into two different exercises. I'm dumb. Sorry. Shit. How am I forgetting how to fucking play that exercise? I don't know, but why don't we do it with the fives? I did it again. Jesus fucking Christ. Man. Yeah, I eat every day. Did you eat? Well, that's good. You asking me if I've eaten already is like saying, did you brush your teeth? Did you put on deodorant? Did you brush your hair? That's a weird question. trying to think. There's a the blue cheese from Blue Coats, old Roger Carter. I don't know if I can do it. I wonder if I can play that all the way through. TikTok, the easiest way to be famous. I don't play TikTok, bro. I play the drums. And Call of Duty. I'm just kidding. That one blow up. Nope. I don't know. I guess I'm not worried about trying to become famous. It's not. I have a bunch of friends who. I know a bunch of well-off people, and it's like you sound like you're more focused on that being an importance to you, and that's fine. My priorities are a little different. Oh shit. Let me turn on this metronome that I just got. Clearly I fucking need it. Alright. I haven't messed with this metronome before, so give me just a second for me to figure out how I can just get a straight quarter note beat. And that's basic 120. What do I want to play? Jacket the jacket. Do I need something right now? Took it. All right. I know how I want it. Shit. I'm so behind the beat. That is not slow enough. Let me stop that. Let's say we go 110. Anyway, I don't know what to fucking play. Not that though. Man. I can't believe I don't have anything that I can play in my head right now. Like I'm just nothing but blanks. All right, well, thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it. I hope I have many of you later too. I hope you have a good rest of the evening, wherever you may be. Yeah, too fast. Well. I wish I could think of shit to play. But I'm just pulling up, like, I even brought some shit up here to look at to try and play. And I don't know why I did that. So I'm not going to play it. Oh, I can't play shit. I need to. Y'all want to just watch me like try and build up my muscle again? Like that's all you're gonna be doing right now. Fuck. Alright, I don't know. I can play some shit from college. This is fun, isn't it? Who's having a good time? Raise your hand. Anybody? I'm having a good time. Isn't this fun? Oh shit, Miss Jellybean. Sorry. I was trying to think of ways to back out. Now you're here. You asked about drumming, and this is some stuff I was trying to come up with. Like, I'll come up with something more non-last minute whim of trying to play something. Like I'll put together some pieces or come up with something to do to play, like play from like some of the books I have or whatnot. Eventually even move down to my drum set and play on that a little bit. But how are you doing? You had to take your car to the shop today or something, right? Is the car okay? Is it feeling all right? Your car don't have COVID, does it? Ooh, about lost it at the end there. Oh, I gotcha. When fucking inspections are aggravating. He's like, my car's fine. I don't know why I didn't get a damn sticker, but whatever. Thank you, emissions. But I get it. I'm glad you're good too. What the fuck? Shit. Shit, I have not played this in forever and it's not that hard. Fuck. Oh, shit. Glad to hear everything's going well. Wish my hands would work like they used to when I was a teenager. When I was drumming fucking 9-10 hours a day. 12, actually. God damn. Oh! I do. I usually have. I don't mind the caps. That doesn't bother me. I figure you're doing something moderating in somebody else's channel or something, and you come back over here and forget. But yeah, like there's some transcribed stuff, some of my like drum corps stuff. You couldn't tell if I mess up or not. Well, if you were a drummer and you were this type of drummer, you would definitely be able to tell when I am and when I am not messing up. So I'm glad that you can't tell. And I'll try to not make it more apparent. But I haven't played. My endurance is nowhere near where it used to be. So this type of drumming, like it's like working out. You gotta build up the muscle memory and you have to work out on a regular basis to build that endurance up. Like a lot of this stuff is I can play in short bursts, like stuff that I do know. Things that I know that I don't have to sit there and play for an extensively long amount of time. Just like, just a segment. I can play this segment like I need to. This is not a drum. This is a practice pad. It's actually one that I made. It does have a drum head on it. It does have a drum rim. The rim was homemade. It was milled at the high school that I went to by another drummer who made the pad. I didn't make the pad originally. Another guy made the pad. There's 2 pieces of 1-inch wood up under the drum head, as well as a 2-inch piece of memory, like not memory foam, but it's just foam. Like we didn't have memory foam beds when this was being made. So there's those 2 pieces of wood, the foam, and this drum head and rim sit on top of that. And it gives it a very realistic feel, like it is a drum. It's one of my favorite things that I've ever drummed on in my life. And some of my drum idols have played on it and have really enjoyed it as well. But I've had this thing since when did I get this? I think I inherited this pad in 1993. And I've got a few drum pads here. I mean, it's just... this one I got my freshman year of high school. I've had that since 1992. Got it at my first drum competition while I was in high school. Like, I just have them all stacked up. And this is another one that I like to drum on. Old Vic Firth pad. But no, it's not a drum. It's not even close to a drum. It's just a practice pad. They make all kinds of different practice pads that have different feels. And you can buy them that have bearings up underneath it that makes it sound like a drum, makes it sound like a snare drum, which are some of the pads that I would like to have. They're expensive. So until I get one of those, I'm gonna keep drumming on these. I don't know why I say it's expensive, because like any of these other pads that I have would have cost 50, 60 bucks. Like all of them, except for the one that I made. I do. I have a drum set. I've had several throughout the years. Looking at getting another one. I collect snare drums. I'm a huge Ludwig snare drum fan. My wife actually just ordered me a ring of one of my favorite snare drums. So I'm going to have a ring that looks identical to one of my drums. And I can't wait for that to get here. Like my wedding band's going to look like a snare drum. No, a lot of times practice pads are like, if I have to go out of town to teach, you know, and work on stuff, to come up with parts, it's a lot easier to be in a hotel room to play on a practice pad versus to play on a drum and like come up with the part, write it down, and to give it out to the kids, and then they can play it on the drums, or I can play it on the drum afterwards, or I can start playing on a drum at a school and finish on a practice pad, or, you know, it's a lot easier. It's just more portable, less cumbersome. You know what I mean? Like I almost brought my snare drum. I have a marching snare because that's part of my drumming that these usually sit on top of on another stand downstairs. And so I stand up a lot to practice. Like this sitting down is a little bit not what I usually do. But I figured if I was streaming, I didn't want to stand up to stream for a long time. I'd rather sit down and be comfortable. So, I mean, using my drum throne, like this is what I sit in when I'm gaming. And then play on the pad. This pad is loud though, because it's got the actual, like this drum head actually came off of my drum set. What's up? Cobra Kago? I was almost about to stop, but I was having fun talking to Miss Jellybeans. Shit, I need a bigger pad. Yeah, that ain't gonna work. I forgot about that shit. See, I forgot about that and I just remembered. I can't do it anymore. Anyway. Then they all have their own feel and different sound, and like that pad that I was just playing on before this one feels completely different than this. No, I'm not teaching now, but I have, and if I find any high schools around in the area, or there's some stuff that I want to do that I've been a part of in other places before, like most NFL football teams now have entertainment drum lines, and I was part of the very first Oakland Raiders entertainment drum line with a bunch of cats that marched in a drum corps. That was fun as shit, and a lot of guys that were doing that also doing the 49ers, the Niner noise, and there's a lot of Blue Devil drum guys. You probably don't know what the hell I'm talking about, but that's besides the point. I know that a lot of pro football teams have entertainment drum lines. I've tried out for the Jacksonville Jaguars drum line like 3 times, and it's the only drum line I've ever tried out for that I haven't made. Like, I don't understand. Like, and I could explain the whole story to you if I needed to, but it's not. That's just something completely different, to be honest with you. It still, when I think about it, I don't understand how I didn't make the line. Like, I just don't know how I didn't make the line. Especially with my playing level matching everybody else's playing level. It wasn't like I was ahead or below. Like, I was, if anything, I was maybe slightly ahead, but not really enough that it would matter. You know what I mean? Like, the whole idea of playing in a drum line is to have If you have 6 people playing snare drum, you want everybody to sound like it's one drum. If you've got 5 people playing the multi-drums, where you've got the tenors, the middle voice of the drums, you want those guys to sound like one voice, like it's one drum. And the only people that don't have to worry about it sounding like one drum are the bass drummers, because they have their individual notes, you know. And that's a lot more complicated. You would have to know how to count extremely well in regards to knowing where your notes are, because you got, you know, 5 people playing one part versus one person playing 5 parts, 5 drums, or one person playing one drum. So like next time you see a drum line somewhere and you hear, you know, something like that, if they're in the parking lot warming up before their gig, just think, well, those guys are playing individual parts. Like they're just playing that part. So like if you took 4 of the 5 out from bass drum 2 all the way down, and it's just bass drum 1, it'd be like tick, tick, tick it, tick it. And then you have to imagine the rest of it. It can be. You know, kind of like there's all kinds of polyrhythms and shit that I could get into, but see, he understands. I'm assuming you're a he. I don't know. You might be a lady. I don't want to insult you, and I'm sorry. Very much so. What's really weird is when you have to listen to people audition and play just their part. You know, and you have somebody in a room and they're playing second bass drum or fourth bass drum, and most of their parts are on, you know, upbeats. So if you walk by and you, okay, I just didn't want to call you the wrong thing. Somebody were walking by the audition room and hear the bass drummer playing their part, they could easily think that it's something. Why are you laughing at me? You don't laugh at me when I'm talking to people. But I don't know. All these pads have different feels, and all of them are fantastic. Like this one's not even my favorite one, and I keep it around because I can't stop playing on it when I want to, you know? Like, and that stuff, there's a gummed rubber on this one, and it's starting to get a little dry rot on it like this other one. But this one's over 20 years old, and the neoprene is the side that I really like to play on, because I want something that's going to give me resistance in regards to, you know, I feel like I'm playing on a tabletop more than I do on a drum, and the harder I have to work on this, the easier it's going to be when I play on a drum. Like I wanted to. Oh yeah, they all sound different. They all got their, like the gum rubber side is. If I were to be playing with other people that had this same pad, we would all use this black side, so we could hear each other and be able to match stick heights and intensity. Like you want everything to be uniform with whoever you're playing with, you know? But if you're playing by yourself, that's not necessarily as important. You just want to be able to play with confidence is what I tell kids. Like when don't feather tap the drum. Like don't be scared to play the part. You know, like it's okay to hit the drum. That's what these things are made for, is to hit it. Our snare drum's made so the sticks bounce off. There's rebound on any drum, so these happen to be a lot larger than normal like drum set or concert sticks. The denser the stick, the higher pitch the tone will be coming from the drum. Like I've had these sticks right here. The difference between these mainly are this is a compressed wood. These sticks are heavy as shit. And And like working out, in regards to, oh shit, I done got out of focus. All right. Eventually you want to put more weight on your barbell or your dumbbells, or you don't necessarily go straight to lifting 400 pounds, right? You got to work up to it, and then you be able to do whatever you need to do because of that. It's a fluid motion. It's in the wrist, it's in the fingers. You don't want it to be arm. Like you think of it in terms of dribbling a basketball. Like the faster you go, the lower you're gonna have the ball. Versus like, oh yeah, different sticks get different sounds. Like these are 3 of my favorite pairs that I have at the moment. My favorite pair is still downstairs. I just didn't bring them up here. And like these are light. There's been times when I've been drumming with these and they've just flown out of my hands because they're so light and I don't think about it. And like they all sound different too. But shit, I forgot where I was going with anything. But drumming it's not necessarily all in the wrist or fingers. It depends on what you're playing, the context of what you're playing. Does that make sense? Like, sometimes that stuff's called for, but in general, it's not something that's done all the time by everybody. It's not something that's expected. It just depends on what you're playing. And the striking surface, yeah, like there's different types of drum heads. Like this is the drum head that I put on this practice pad. Sorry. That came off my drum set. It's plastic. It's Mylar. It was a 2-layer drum head, and I can't remember why I had to take it off the drum set. I think I was replacing the heads, and I just figured since I was replacing the heads, I'd put this one on the practice pad. Have I broken sticks while drumming? Yes, I've broken sticks, I've broken drum heads, I've broken drum rims. There's not much I haven't broken, drumming-wise. Sometimes when it's cold, and you're sitting in the stands playing, and you don't realize it, but you can hit your fingers, like you tap your fingers. Or it used to be something that we would do to aggravate, your buddy sitting next to you. You just sit there and pop their finger. Because football season's usually during the fall and it's cold, right? Breaking a drum rim is horrible. It was a die-cast rim. It was a brand new snare drum, and I was a freshman in high school. I was the only one to ever break one. My percussion instructor was beyond himself in regards to like when it happened. We were warming up, and the end of the warm-up, hit the last note, went to bring my sticks in, and when I hit the last note, my rim says it just snapped right in the middle. It's like, okay, well, that happened. I don't know what to do. Yes, breaking drumsticks is very common when drumming, especially drum set, and I try to keep quite a few pairs beside me when I'm playing. That way, I've gotten pretty good over the years, being able to slide another one out and keep going, and nobody notice anything too crazy. Because like you can play, still on the snare drum if you need to. I have been in a band, been in quite a few bands. Since I grew up in Georgia, South Georgia. I don't know if you could tell, I have an accent. I'm from California, Southern California at that. The last band that I was in, and you could probably find our stuff still on YouTube, the band was called Made Ready, Madeready. It's one of my favorite band names too, but if you give me a moment, or not a moment, when I get done with all this stuff, I can send you a private message or a link to that stuff once I find it, because I can't remember exactly where it's at. And then you could hear, some of my drum set abilities if you would like. Like last night, I was trying to find some kind of drumming stuff to like this, like snare drum, marching related on Twitch. And I don't know if I'm searching for the wrong thing, or like there's different type of, there's some things that I found, but it wasn't individuals playing. Like, you know, you can find people playing guitar here, and there's a shit ton of DJs, which that's cool, but not what I'm looking for. And then there's people playing drum set, and then there's people playing electric drum set and doing like, you know, playing along to video game soundtracks, or, you know, which is cool, or playing Rock Band and all that kind of stuff. But I found a dude that was playing Rock Band, and he was killing these parts. Like he's an excellent drummer. Like he was playing electronic kit for the game, and the stuff he was playing, it was just like, oh my God. Like you know, anytime you see somebody doing well, something that you're familiar with, like he caught my attention. So he was scrolling through some stuff, and there's a band called Snarky Puppy that I really, really like. Like those guys, when I say I've never been famous or anything like that, but I know people who work with stuff. Like I went to college with a guy that is Snarky Puppy's percussion tech. They have a drummer, and they have a percussion section. They have a horn section, as well as, you know, guitars and keyboard and synth and stuff like that. But he was scrolling through his thing trying to pick a song, and I was like, oh my God, play Snarky Puppy. And he picked the Snarky Puppy song and played that section of it. And it, you know, the drummer for that band is incredible. And so the part that he was trying to play was not easy. And he was just, it was enjoyable to watch him try to get that, and just like, and then start over, and then and then start over, and then start over. And I could totally relate. So he got done with that, and then played another song, and the other song that he played was one of my other favorites. It's called Lingus. So look up the song by Snarky Puppy called Lingus. It's on YouTube. It's very popular. One of my favorite things about Snarky Puppy is when they record an album, they do it live. Like there's an audience. There's people in the room listening to them record. Everybody's wearing a headset. Like everybody's listening through what the producer in the sound booth is making it. So everybody gets to enjoy the same experience as the band as they're recording it. And I think that's phenomenal. Like it blows my mind to see this band being as good as they are, be that comfortable to have somebody in the room recording, like while you're recording. Like that's amazing. Oh, fuck. So the song is Lingus, and he played the song, and while he was playing the song, there were, I don't know, when I started watching his channel, there was 40 something people watching him. And then he got rated with another 18 people while he was playing that song, and everybody started saying, oh my God, what the hell is this? Like, you're just drums on crack. Like, like he was killing the part, and it was fantastic. But that's a long story to say that I still haven't found anybody playing just a marching drum of any sort. Like no bass drum, no tenor parts, no snare drum. So like, it's something I want to do, but I don't know how to go about it. Like, how do I make that happen? How is that something that I could put on there that people would want to watch? Like, thinking of the content that I want to create, like what would be the interest? Like, how do I don't know. I've been racking my brain for the past 2 days of like thinking about this stuff. And so I streamed earlier today, and I thought, well, I'll stream again later. This is a good start. Well, thank you. But while I was streaming earlier today, I already knew I wanted to stream again, and that I wanted to do something drumming. I just didn't know what. And so I thought, well, I'll do some just chatting and playing and see what the fuck happens. And here we are. I'm just drumming and chatting, and you guys are the shit. I appreciate you. You know, that's pretty cool. I honestly thought it would be no different than me being downstairs and just practicing by myself. And now I've been drumming for over, well, minus the little bit that I've been talking, almost an hour. Like the stream's been up for over an hour. And my hands are starting to feel a little better, but like once I get, like I can't wait to get my, for lack of a better term, get back in shape, my drumming shape. I'm going to enjoy this a lot more. And hopefully you guys will too. You'll be like, okay, yeah, there'll be less breaks. There'll be less complaints from me talking about how bad I did or where I messed up. since you said like you can't tell where the mistakes are, but I'm the one clearly pointing them out. Like, here, let me highlight that section and show you where the hell I fucked up. But like, if you have drumsticks or a practice pad, like, it's not hard. I could teach you how to play something. Kind of like, I don't know, we could do, if I could, I don't know how I would start that either. I'd have to be more well-known, I think, to be able to do Zoom calls to, you know, drum. I know people do that and have practice parts and practice together. But that's cool. You guys are asking good questions. You got anything else you want to know that I can help you with? I might not have the answer, but it's pretty cool that you guys are asking questions. It depends. It depends. You're not going to spend like $20 on a pair of drumsticks unless they're, the fuck is that brand? A-Head. There's a company called A-Head, and they make, they're this aluminum shaft, and they have these nylon tips that screw on. And I hate nylon tips because they always fly off the damn stick. They're worthless. Like, just need a piece of just regular drumstick. But no, for the most part, drumsticks are not very expensive. A pair costs you maybe $12, $15, if that. And that's like, it doesn't matter what size they are. Like, be these big behemoths or regular drum set sticks, like concert sticks, where you would, you know, see somebody playing in an orchestra. Like, his sticks aren't going to be any more expensive than these versus mine or his. The things that, yeah, I thought about that too. Like drum set drumming, or more like, because what I was thinking about regarding that, would I get a copyright strike if I were to drum along to, you know, having music in the background to drum along to? Like, and I'm still trying to figure out, some of the guys that I like to watch that stream have music in their starting screen, and clearly it's, you know, a copywritten music, but I don't know how, is it, if you become a partner of Twitch or something, that's cool, or, you know what I mean? But yeah, I'm definitely wanting to do that too. Like, I don't want to just sit here and play on the drum and people be like, oh, that's retarded. Have I played a drum set with no cymbal or crash? Yeah. Like, Pickled Buddha. What's up, dude? How you doing? I appreciate it. Have I played? Yes, I have played with no cymbal, no crash, like just a kick and a snare drum. Like, it's, or even toms. Like, there's times when I'll play nothing but like the bass drum and the hi-hat. Like, well, there's toms, like and then bass drum, snare drum. So like, you can have as many toms as you want. You just love hearing drums? Yeah, I like hearing drums, especially if they're good sounding drums. And that's another thing, like, I'm looking forward to when I get this new drum set, is like, different woods create different tones. Like this, like, give us the beats, Jambo. Like Miss Jellybeans was asking about earlier, about the different types of drumsticks and different drum surfaces. Like, everything produces a different tone. Like, different woods produce different tones. Like a maple wood is very warm, has a nice attack type sound, versus a birch drum set or African babinga. Man, those things are are fantastic. Thanks, man. That was all thrown together very last minute. Like I was saying, I have a few cameras, and I figured I would put a couple of them up. So the lower one that you see that's got just my hands in it, that's just a regular old C920. or 220, whatever the fuck it is, and then the bigger picture is the upgraded version of that one. So and that's a warm-up, you know what I mean? Yeah, I've got my DSLR too. I just don't have a battery charger for it. Otherwise, I would use that also. Like I have I have all the things. I just don't have all the stuff to use it with. I let a realtor, a friend of mine, borrow my camera to take pictures of houses she was selling, and she didn't return all of my stuff. Like even took my memory cards. Oh yeah, the thing's not that expensive. I just hadn't ordered it yet. But yeah, eventually I'll be using my Canon. I got a nice beginner DSLR that I've had for quite some time. I have all the things, but I'm missing things. That's like old Greg. He's like, I got all things that are good. You like Bailey's? Creamy, beige. Somebody say switch to... Keep forgetting about saying, yeah. You would keep hitting the sticks together? It happens. Like, my playing area, for the most part, like, I hit in the center quite often, and that's because I'm marched. Like, I'm just used to my sticks coming out at a certain time and being in a certain place, and then, you know, keeping it there. Like even that stick, bringing them sticks in is a note. Like that's something that I've practiced my entire life of doing, to be able to make my shit sound like that. Not everybody does that. Not everybody makes it sound that loud. It's not always that clear or crisp. Completing what setup? What do you mean? I mean, I've got two really nice cameras and really nice mics and green screen and shit and monitors, laptop. Fuck, I have a Stream Deck that I haven't really fucked with. Great headset, mix amp. Like, I don't really have anything. I'm not missing anything. Like, it's not like I don't have cameras. Does that make sense? I don't know. I'm not in need of anything. There's nothing that I want. Or I don't know. I don't even know how to say it. I'm blessed to have what I have. I think everything for me, what I have, is beyond what I ever expected. I don't know. You're not pestering me, man. I am a drummer and I am a percussionist. Like, I play all types of drums. It's not just snare drum or drum set. Like djembes or marimba. Marimba's my favorite. Like I fucking rosewood marimba, fucking 5 octave. You can give me a 5 octave fucking marimba, that I would, ooh, make me teary eyed. I do love the questions. Yeah, you're not pestering me at all, man. I didn't expect to have anybody talking to me. Like, I thought I was just going to be drumming and shutting this off here 30 minutes ago. You're awesome. And don't you forget that. And when you wake up tomorrow, be sure to tell yourself that I said that you're awesome. Have I played the triangle? Yes. I've known people to get fired from being in symphonies for missing their part. They had one note and missed the note. Gotta go. Like I've seen it happen. But yes, I've played triangle, played sleigh bells, I've played bells, I've played concert bass, snare drum, xylophone, marimba, all that kind of stuff. But yeah, like it's very important. You got your triangle here and your triangle beater, and you're waiting for that one part to go ding. So it's think of it like this. Let's say you're in the London Symphony Orchestra. You need me? Okay, give me just a second.
Do I have to leave the room?
I mean, you're just sitting there staring at me.
Oh, well, I was watching you on stream. I'd go back out here and do that instead. I just was watching.
I see you don't save your vines. You could save your drumming ones. Oh, my vids. What was I gonna say? Let's say you were in the London, like the London Philharmonic. Prestigious, like world-class musicians. Like that's the top tier, you know what I mean? In regards to any type of symphony, like could be New York Philharmonic or Pops Symphony or whatever. If you're at that level where like Yo-Yo Ma or somebody that's that professional, like yeah, if you were to miss a part, you're gonna have to go because there's other people that want that spot, that want to be in that chair. And I promise you, when they get in that chair, they're gonna do everything they can to not miss that part. Like they're gonna memorize their music, they're gonna know this, they're gonna know the stuff. Yeah. And that's why they rehearse. Like people don't realize, and I tell kids this all the time, is like you come to practice, you rehearse at home, but you come to practice. You know what I mean? Like I can't play the part for you when it's time for you to do that. I can teach you how to play and I can give you the information to help you be a better player. So you have to take that information and apply it. Like that's what I had to do. Like I'm drumming at home right now, and there's no reason for me to have to do that. It's something I like to do. But if I wanted to drum somewhere else, like right now for you guys, well, that's because I practiced before I sat down to do this. You know what I mean? Practice is key. Very much so. Repetition. Famous last words in any marching band that you will ever be around, if you're ever around one, is one more time. You'll finish it and they'll be like, all right, one more time. One more time. All right, one more time. Because somebody messes up. All right, one more time. Somebody doesn't mess up. But, well, that could have been a fluke. So let's make sure that we can play it one more time the way we just played it. And then somebody will mess up. Okay, one more time. And then you'll get it right. All right, one more time. And then hopefully that'll be the last time. And then there's the times where people will say, last time you play it, and you just have to take whatever it is that you throw out there. So I have to call it quits. My wife is asking me to come look at something. I appreciate you guys talking to me though. And yeah, this is definitely something I want to do more of, and I'll have a better idea of what I want to do or how to package it up. Pickle, are you a drummer? Yeah, man, thanks. Kygo? Cobra Kygo? I really like that name. That's cool as shit. And, all right, I'll give you an example of me knowing people that work and do shit for famous people. All right, the show Cobra Kai, one of my friends who is a phenomenal drummer, a drum corps guy like me, is the lighting engineer on Cobra Kai. He's worked on Vampire Diaries, Cobra Kai, what's that, WandaVision? Like he's done a lot of that stuff's filmed in Atlanta, a lot of those shows, and he lives in Atlanta. And like it's cool to see my friend that I've just he's younger than me by a couple of years, and I won't pick up sticks around him. Like I'll just be like, I ain't playing around you. Oh, I promise. I promise. That dude, I have a lot of really good drummer friends. Like I was blessed to grow up in the era that I grew up with the people that I was able to play with and learn from. Maybe you can make one. Make like a drum emote or something. Be like, skadoom. Like, skadoom. Psh. Like one of my really good friends, Colonel Bruce Happening. I don't know if you guys know that name or not. He drummed with him for a few years before Bruce passed away. One of my friends out in San Jose used to be the drummer for Pink for 6 years. Like, it's just, I know a lot of people, or I've been lucky. I've been lucky. I've just been lucky. I do need to get affiliated one day, but like everything else that I've been doing, I've just been a slow hangout, you know. I haven't been streaming quite a year yet, and I gave myself a year to try and figure things out and if it was something I wanted to keep doing. So save my next drumming stream. I can do that. I mean, I can record it. I've got external drives that I could put it on. Where are you at? No, I'm not in Georgia anymore, Miss Jellybeans. I moved to Florida. That was the big move that I made was moving to Florida. I am in Tampa at the moment. Used to be in a tiny town called Valdosta. I'm close to affiliate. What I need is average viewers. I'm at 1.7 average viewers, I think, right now. Yeah, I saw that he had posted something on Instagram that he was going to be playing Black Ops and, you know, like his typical win his raid stuff. But on the days that I don't stream, or days that I spend solely not worrying about playing at all for the most part, I did. I appreciate it. That's cool as shit. Like, thank you guys so much. Like, I'll play more later, and once I think of something that I can memorize and play and be impressive, that'd be cool. And I'll try and think of something that I can drum along to that would be interesting also. I can tell you guys some stuff to look up that you would just, one of my buddies, Ralph Nader, that's Nader. Look him up on YouTube. It's BYOS, means bring your own sticks, and he makes a bunch of these short videos. He's changed. He's one of the few people that have changed the evolution of this type of drumming, this rudimental stuff. He like, I can't explain it. You're just gonna have to look. You know Ralph Nader? Yeah. Ralph, I mean, I don't know him in real life, but I've known him online well enough. Like, we have conversations, or have had conversations before. He's been a drummer at Disneyland. He's from California, lives in California. Thanks, babe. I didn't know that I was not putting things to use. Oh, hey everybody, that's my wife. She'd been trying to get me to drum, or to drum some more, or to drum at all for quite some time, and I just hadn't. I went through some shit and didn't want to. But the support is real. I appreciate you guys for sure. Definitely going to drum more. Fuck, I don't remember what the hell I was talking about before I got distracted. Ralph. I was talking about Ralph. Check out Ralph's stuff on YouTube. He's on Facebook. You can find him on Facebook. And I promise you, if you find a video with him and his buddy Harvey, or just by himself, and you're not entertained by what the hell he's doing, then something's wrong with you, because like, that dude he's on another level, and he keeps pushing the limits. Like, he's taken what this is, like the stuff that I do, and has brought it to a whole, like, he's changed the game. He's one of those people that is I would love to drum with that guy and learn from him. Like, it's amazing. Oh, that's cool. Them flames are pretty cool there, Buddha. So, what is that? Those are cool too. You know, that would be cool. Yeah, it'd be like, today, bring your pad and your sticks, and we're going to learn how to play flams. That's a flam. You got a grace note and an accent. And the grace note hits slightly before the accent does. It's kind of like playing a gong. You have to warm up the big cymbal before you actually smack it. You've never seen me talk so much? Well, I'm usually having to concentrate. Like, if I were playing, I wouldn't be talking. Like, if it was something that I had to... You know what I mean? Like, if I were having to play for a extended amount of time. I'm not that talented. The guy I watched last night blew me away because he was playing complicated ass shit and talking at the same time. I just couldn't stop. I was like, this dude's awesome. Like, thank you for being that good. No, I'm not. Yeah, just call me the Bob Ross of drumming. There are no accidents. Wait, was it? There are only happy accidents. There are no mistakes. And this little drumstick needs a friend. We're gonna put him right here. Yeah, and then this little guy, we're gonna flam that out, and then maybe put some drags in there. There are only happy accidents. And this is your first time to drumming, to the art of drumming. Wait, to the joy of drumming. There we go. We can call it that instead of the joy of art, the joy of painting. That's what it was called. His show on PBS was The Joy of Painting, right? The Joy of Drumming. I'm your host, not Bob Ross. Baby, I'm coming out there, I promise. I'm going to look in just a second. Thank you, guys. I appreciate you hanging out. Before I get in trouble and yelled at, I got to go check out some stuff. I appreciate you guys being here. And when I do it again, I'll be sure to let everybody know and pass along the information. Be like, hey, I watched Jambo drum and it was horrible. If you don't believe me, go look. Thank you, guys. I'll see you next time.